Hi everyone, it's Gail, and it's Scrappy Saturday. Yay, it's the weekend. I'm in a collage today. I had a couple comments, and thank you guys for those that said I like watching you collage. Well, I've got the scraps to do some more collaging. So I have all my collage books out here. My little Medicare book. This was a Arbonne catalog. This one a cruise line thing, and it's full of them. It's full of them already. And maybe we'll make some pieces out of them. I don't know. So anyway, that's what we're up to today. Hi, and hugs to Carol, Noelle, Janelle, and Claire. Thank you so much for watching and for your kind comments. Okay, let's jump in. I had a little idea. We'll just go ahead and use the Medicare booklet, and we've got lots of master boards in here, and these in the back, these beautiful Edith Holden's, those are from Carrie the Crafter. So yeah, we could maybe do something with those. Anywho, my idea was, so we'll start on this page. I showed you guys how I got my scraps organized, strips and small bits, and then these are a little bit bigger bits, and then these are bigger yet. What I was thinking is, what if we did one with these, and what if we separated the scraps into kind of light and dark? Light. Well, this one's a combo, so I don't know what to do with that. This is dark. This is dark. This might be just fun on an edge. This is light. Fairly light, dark. Don't want Christmas at this point. Dark, light. These two kind of light. Light. I have more light than anything. This could go on the back. Dark. Light. These two dark. Dark, dark. Light. Light, dark. Dark. I'm going to call that light. That light, that light. Digging down here to find some more darker ones. That one's darker. Okay, let's see how we go with those. And I thought I'd just kind of go, you know, light, dark a little bit and see what happens. This one needs to go in a corner. I see that. Okay, let me move that bin and get out the old glue book. So light and dark. I'll put those up there. These I couldn't decide on. Okay. Let's do this thing. Let's get some scraps used, shall we? I'm about to the end of this glue stick, but I have another one right up there, so. Actually, I should use the glue stick I got from Carol that's all goopy, because I'm going to put this over on this page because it needs writing pieces. It's kind of a pain to work with, but doing collage like this, it would be a little bit easier to use it than it would be if we did an actual ephemera piece or something. Okay, that one's just going to be a clear one, or I mean a writing one, you know what I mean. Okay, so I need my this because I don't want that big a piece. But, okay, so I'm going to put a dark here after this light. And then I need a light down here. We'll just use that whole piece, why not? Okay, so light here. Okay, then we want dark up above. How about this one? Like that. And then I want a light over here. Okay. Just about done with this glue book too. I can switch over to some other glue book. Okay, so I have light, dark, light. Now, we need something right there, don't we? That is somewhat light. Okay, I am gonna rip that right there. Just to fill that in to be kind of a square. Well, we got to put something right there, but that's okay. Okay, so now we want a light here. How about this? Okay, light. Got a few little creases that are showing up. Okay, light, and then dark. Something smaller. Put that right there. Kind of put it up a little bit. Dark, and we go light again. However, that's a little dark, so that's probably good. I just thought it might be kind of fun to experiment with that. Okay. So we kind of have light, but it's not all matching up perfectly, you know? That's kind of nice against that. This is out of the dark pile. And I got this that's light. I'm actually, I think, gonna take that off there so that I can fit a dark in between those two. Light, dark right there. Okay. And then I need a light right here. Maybe we could just, oh, I don't like that green and green together necessarily. Let's do that. I don't have any non-sticky spots really, so it's time to fold. So for anyone new, using our scraps like this, and then what we'll do is cut this into tag shapes, journal card shapes, also pockets, you know, anything like that. So this one's both. Let's put that there. Oop. Yeah, we're just about at the end, guys. Go right there with that one. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna just do this because that's literally just white. And I'm gonna put that right here. Like that. This one I can put over there, even though it's basically just a white piece of paper. It'll work. Let's put that right there. Okay, I need one little piece right there. I think I would like a bit of blue. Maybe. Okay. Okay, there's one down. One down. This could really be written on, couldn't it? So let's put that over there. Yep. She's done. She's done. Okay, I'm going to try this yucky one. I want to use it up. We'll see if it'll be somewhat cooperative. It's just really mushy. Let's just pop this here to be written on. Okay, so did that. I'm going to pop those back into the pile, and we might use them again, but I wanted to use some of the bigger ones too. So here's the pile of bigger scraps. Okay, I'm not going to do light, dark, light, dark. I'm just going to put some stuff down. Ooh, this had something on the back. Used it the other day. Yeah, I used it for my pocket that I wanted to put in my idea book. Well, I'll tell you what, these aren't going anywhere. Once they're down, they're down. Well, that picked up a little bit of the glue page, didn't it? Oh well. Okay, what else? We've got this bit. I'm thinking really this could be a little piece that goes on the writing side. Okay. It really was looking like it was going to rain, but now the sun's out again, so that's happy. Okay. What else do we have for this one? That would be nice. I think I'll go sideways. Go through the glue pages even quicker with this mushy glue. Yep, these things will be stuck for eternity. Okay. That's cardstock. Don't want that. Okay, I'm gonna put that guy right in the middle like that. Just his whole thing. Goopy, 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 goopy. I was thinking that was gonna fit there, but oh yeah, it does. Not there, but here. That's what happens when your scraps aren't particularly straight. So I hope this helps you have a relaxed Saturday. That's the feedback that I've gotten, that it's relaxing to watch collage, and I enjoy it too, so I get that. Maybe we'll put that down there. Ookie, ookie. Look at that glue. Sheesh. Yep, I'm pretty sure it has to do with climate or something. When it gets all goopy like that. Humidity or something? I don't know. It's not humid here in Montana, but yeah, it's quite something. Quite something. I'm going to need a strip down there. Okay. What if we used these in 2 strips? Okay, go there with that one. going to have some spots for small pieces, so I'll have to get into that little bag of goodies of small scraps. And this one, I'll put down there, right there, like it there. But I also feel good about using this. Don't want to waste it, you know. Ugh. That is a big mush. Off my fingers too, they're getting yucky. Let's see, so I've got a couple little spots there. What do I have over here that might work? No. Nothing in here's making me gravitate toward it. How about in the small scraps? Both of these are small scraps. This one's a little newer, so I'd go there. It's going to be difficult to get the glue. Oh man, this stuff is craziness. All right. That is good and goopy. Okay, we've got a spot there and a spot there. That's fine there. See if I go like this, if I have better luck on a strip like this. Okay, there's that, and then this one. Yep, that'll work. Oof, I'm gonna have to get a wet one for my fingers, I think. Okay, so how are we doing time-wise? Okay, I think we have time for a little more collaging. Let's change books. I'm just gonna leave that to dry. So I have this little book that's almost gone. Oh, sorry, ran into the table leg. See that I just got 3 pages in there. So why don't we do this one? I can move all my stuff. What if we did this one like this? We'll just line these up. Oh, there's 4 of them. Shoot. Well, let's do 2 at a time. Let's do that. Okay, and I'm gonna get into my other bin, put all these back together, put those there, and then let's do some damage out of this bin maybe. Okay, what if we did like a kind of a neutral one or something? That'd be kind of fun. know, if I put her, I can put her down there and we'll just see. We might just have to kind of cut around her. This might be a good spot to use up a bunch of this glue. I have my heater on, but it shouldn't be enough to melt my glue like this. Easy peasy. We're going to get her used, though. That's what we're going to do. Okay. So I'm going to put her right across the top like that. There. I'm going to try to not mess up my filing system for small, medium, large sorts of scraps. Keep it going a little bit if I can. Okay, there's that. Yeah. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Okay. Okay. I don't know what I got right there. Oh, righty then. What else do we have? Here's some good neutral things. Okay. Put a couple of those on there. I'm usually pretty heavy-handed when I glue, but with this you got to be a little more gentle or half the stick comes out. Okay. This one over here, opposites. Okay. Let's see. That might be good in that corner. All right, there's that. This is looking. There's bits of that would work, but bits of this that would work, and bits of this that would work. Okay. So I'm kind of trying for no color, but so I'm just going to take this little strip off. Okay, you go right there. Can't believe how neatly I did that one. Come down a little. About there. There's a lump of glue. Squish it down. Oh. Okay. Go across there. St. Peter's Catholic Church in Anaconda. That's where Mike went when he lived there. Okay. And this one could go somewhere up here. Okay. Then this one had some good bits to it. There. I'll put that right there. Oh, got a little stray staple. Okay. And then maybe here. Just go right there. Ugh. Got a big old glob there. Let's see if we can smooth it out. Okay. Then I was wondering about this. Okay. Did we get it? All except for a little spot right there. Just something little. Should. Perfect. Okay, there's that one. We'll do the back in a minute. Let's do the other one. Yeah, I'm not actually not sure if we're gonna get to make anything from these. That's okay. They would just go in the to-do box anyway, so I usually, when I go to retreats and stuff, I usually take my master boards because it's always handy if you need a quick piece of ephemera. Okay, let's not limit ourselves to color on this one. We'll just go with whatever. I'm looking for kind of a long, skinny piece to go down the middle. Ooh, how about this little paycheck from the smelter in Anaconda from 1926. Although I have to say, I think my friend Betsy, hi Betsy, I think she's pretty well cleaned out Anaconda of all of its vintage paper stuff. Oh, we went to the one antique store and they had a whole bundle of stuff set aside for Betsy. She's let them know, if you find stuff that's vintage, I want it. This is a fun piece. This is, oh, my Maddie's home. I don't know why. Gonna take a shower and get ready to go out to the golf course, I guess. I hear him thumping around up there. Let's just do this on the corners. Shall we? Oh, it was fun today. I got a text from my friend Kelly that we worked together for 6 years in the annual fund at Carroll and became good friends. I love her so much. And anyway, she texted me and said, I met Maddie today while he was doing his grounds crew stuff. And so he, then I texted him and said, I'm excited that you met my friend Kelly. And he said, oh, she's so sweet. I just love meeting your friends. I'm like, she is. And so are you, buddy. So, yeah, I think that was kind of fun. Yeah, because Mike's at his boxing class, so he probably thinks he's here by himself. Don't be singing, bud. The whole world will hear you. There we go. Okay, super fun. Should I go this way? Yes, I should. Yikes, this glue. I'm excited to be using it up, though. As much as the scraps, I'm excited to be using the glue up. Did you hear him walking up there? Thunk, thunk, thunk. He's in his work boots. What a goof. Thought maybe it started raining and that's why he came home, but it doesn't look like it out my window. There he did. There he took off his boots. Oh, giving you the play-by-play, aren't I? Okay, let's wipe off for a second. Eek. Okay. What else do we have? Oh, there's some more good neutral ones, but we're not doing neutral right now. We're doing a little more bright and colorful. I'd like to do something with this scrap. It's just sort of what if I did that, and then we could put that like that? Yeah. Little Scrappo Florentine paper. There we go there. Okay. I'm wondering about this one just going right down like that. So just do this over here. Well, my daughter and her husband are coming for the 4th. Of course, I'm filming this ahead. Let's see. The 4th was yesterday, I believe, in my video world. And but the girls are going with a friend to Big Fork, so they're not going to come, which is kind of a bummer. It's a bit of a bummer. Maybe not. Let's see what else we've got here. There's this bright purple. This is some of Joey Card Makers. Let's do something with that. Going, first we went neutral, now we're going bright colors. Go across there. That'd be good. Okay. Oh, I think he gets to take a nap. That's right. He said he got off early today, and he said I can take a nap before I go to the golf course. So that'll be good for him. He needs a little extra rest. He's been working so hard. But he's going to have a little savings account built up for when school starts and he isn't working. You know, he's just doing football and football and his studies, which that's work. That's work. Okay, what else do we want? Digging through here. Those are bright colors. Yeah, I could use some of this. This is one of my digitals. And I think I like this to go right across there. I'm going to take this off. I'm going to put this in my little bits. And we'll go right across with that. And then I think we'll back these two and cut them up. See what we get. Okay, there's that. Let's just do this strip. And we'll go right down here with that. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to go to the top. I'm not that wild about that pattern that was right there. Okay. Then do we have another diagonal sort of piece? I thought I had a couple. Maybe not. Not there, but maybe the other one. I did have this one. It's very plain though. I don't I want such a plain one. Gosh, if I put that there, I have a little line to do, but that's it, which we could use a strip for. I'm going more, I'll go about there. Okay, then we've got strips. Where are they? Put these on top of it. Yep, sure did. Got all these strips. Why not? Okay. This just go right down there. That's exactly the right width. Okay, so we got that covered, right? I am going to put this on the back because I saw that and thought that makes a good writing bit. And maybe what we could do is just go right down the center crease. Okay. We are going to go right down the center here. Like that. Okay, so if I'm just going to gather a couple of pieces of scrap. These are going to be transferred into my smaller bin. Okay, I'll just throw those on top. I'm going to get rid of this for the moment and grab my plain scraps for the other side. Okay, so let's see here. Got a little one here. And got one here. Like that. And this one could go right up there. Oh, you guys, I think we've just about used it up. I think I see the plastic. That's exciting. Okay, and yep, she's done. Yes. Okay, so this is what it's supposed to look like. Where do I have all goopy things everywhere? Let's do that. But I think I'll do this piece right there. Perfect. See how lovely that glue is? Just spreads right on there without gloppage, at least not very much. Okay. All right. Yep, I think Patty's taking a nap. It's very quiet up there. Good. And I'm 2 floors down, so I won't disturb him while we're chatting. Let's see. This is cool. Oh, just threw everything. Threw a few things on the floor. You know, no big deal. Like, go like that. We could. I think I will. Tricky going around the holes, but we're gonna want that so that they're like that. Okay, cool. Something up there. We have, you know, what would be fun is a little of this. A little of this. Oh, it's not white enough. What if we just took one and went this way with it? Oh, that's 2. Thought that felt a little thick. Okay. Okay. There's that. Now just a little piece of something. Wonder if... Oh, I'll put it down here. Okay. Like that. Then we just need one more little strip of something. Nope. A little bit longer strip is what we need, people. What about that? That would be fine. I'm just going to put that whole thing on there. We're just about done in our anaconda book here. Okay, oops, it's coming up. You'll be good. This piece of paper doesn't want to stick very bad. Super old, so maybe that's the issue. I don't know. Okay, so we'll let that one dry and then we'll cut that up. Meanwhile, let's do the back of this one. Okay, I had this piece that I definitely wanted to use on this one. So we'll just put that at the top. Probably should have had a clean glue page, but you know, she thought of it too late. Gently. Just Just a little glue page on it here and there. Okay. So yeah, I think I want more neutral pieces on this side too, in keeping with our neutral collage. The colored one will be able to do face down and be surprised with the pieces. This one, I think I need to do face up, at least for one cut, to make sure we get that, we don't cut that person in half on the front. Just gonna go right along the bottom like that. Okay. We've got this piece of coffee dyed paper that is good sized. Oh, might have got that a little short, but you know, figure it out as we go. Yeah, oftentimes for me it's the corners that I don't get very well. But fit good. Can we put this one on the other side? Oh, it doesn't quite fit. Shoot, doesn't quite fit. Okay, well, let's just cut one. Just gonna cut it right about here. And we'll put that in that corner. And then we're nearly there and we can cut it up. Okay, I think, will this? Yes, it will. Let's leave the dots up this time. Okay. Go down this way so that more of that frame shows. Okie dokie. Got this little thing I could put on. Just put that in that corner. Okay, and I don't really want the green because it's too, let's put that across there. Okay, and what's this? That could go there. I'm going to move it over so you can see the frame. Okay, a couple more smaller pieces. Put that there. Okay, that goes here. And then if I just have a strip, which it appears that I do, we'll have, oh, we got that yet too. going to go this way. Okay, and across there. Yes. Okay. I promise we will get back to the Wizard of Oz altered book at some point. I'm doing a start to finish on it, but it's not going to be bing, 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 because I have a lot of other things, like I need to get ready for the retreat and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so we'll set that one over here. Should we cut this one up this way so we can't see what we're doing? I'm going to use my big cutter. Let's put the lid on the, this is the good glue. Put that right up there. Okay. You know, one thing that's always fun to do is a little diagonal pocket. What if we cut this about, well, or do we want just like tags and journal cards and belly bands and such, because it is backed, but a belly band wouldn't show either. I don't know. I want to do this at 4.5. Then I'm going to do it at 4.5 this way. And then I'm going to do this diagonally. And these are going to be diagonal pockets. I decided. Okay, diagonal pockets. This one just could be a big journal card, and sometimes I need a bigger journal card like that. Okay, let's see. We've got about not quite 7.5 left. So we could kind of go 3.5. Let's do this one at 6. And let's do this at 3.5 and a little more-ish. Let's just do it right there where those papers meet. And those are just going to be fat tags or journal cards. I'm not sure which. This one, I think I'll do in half-ish. Yeah, in half this way. Okay, journal cards, that one too. Okay, we'll cut, unveil those in a minute. But this one, I want to make sure that I don't cut the little boy. So I'm going to go here and go on the other side of the little boy. Maybe even a little more like that. Okay. And so these two pieces I have, and we can cut those. This one, I think what I'm going to do is just give a tiny bit of a border, and that's going to be a tiny journal card. And then you are how tall? About 7.5. So I think I'll leave him. I think he's fine like that. Now these, we could go in half, which is, it's about, looks like about 10.5, so 5.25-ish. Journal cards. Oh. And this one, I'm going to cut it right here and make it a journal card too. Okay. So now, let's see. So then it's just a matter of like rounding or cutting the corners or something. Oh my goodness, I'm way past time. Okay. I won't do that yet. So these are going to be journal cards. Okay. Then let's look at our other ones and we'll call it a day. I just got carried away, you guys. Okay, so these are little journal cards. Okay. This is a journal card. This could be a tag. This is a journal card. And then here's our side tucks. Okay, so there you have it. I'm sorry I kept you late. Have a great weekend. Thanks for being here. Have a grateful day. Be kind always. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.